Attention GT fans, recent rumors about the GT6 facing a major delay into 2026 have been deemed overblown by industry insiders. Reports of Q1 2025 release date were never confirmed to begin with, so rest assured GT6 is still on schedule, and while there's always a possibility of delays, let's stay optimistic and keep our eyes peeled for any official updates. Stay tuned for more news, subscribe, and all our GT6 expectations will be met. Thank you and let's go. So we're starting off with a new Kotaku update on GT6. Kotaku states that early 2025 is no longer the goal and that the goal is fall 2025. Likewise, personally I do not believe anything from Kotaku unless it is information like Tom Henderson. And there we go. Now he has heard from more sources that although the early 2025 or at a possible time is no longer the goal of Grand Theft Auto 6's launch. As for why some believe that this was the case, it seems that this information was outdated and is a symptom of the hardening of Rockstar Games, security and communication within the company. So I have been told that not everyone is always on the same page or kept up to date in the different departments and teams. Personally, I can confirm that it has become more difficult to specify the details from the leaks. However, most sources were assured that the beginning of 2025 is no longer possible, and on the other hand, the goal is firmly the autumn of 2025, and although the most seem confident in reaching that date, but they still tell me that there is a possibility of delay as previously reported. The next one, all the characters and photos so far confirmed for GTA 6. And here we go, Dre, friend of Booby, he introduces Jason and Lucia to him. Also according to him, he got in touch with a couple of artists. Protagonist Lucia, one of the protagonists Bonnie or of the Bonnie and Clyde story, possibly a hacker according to the tools she carries, and see under the new gameplay system. Stephanie, social worker, Lucia's lawyer, or a prison official. Protagonist Jason, one of the two protagonists and the Clyde of the Bonnie and Clyde SQ story in GTA 6. As we know, Jason is in a relationship with Lucia as evidenced by the dinner clip. Kai, as well as we saw him on some leaks, probably he is him. Wyman, break out of the fucking cage. Billy, new contact. Ted, a friend of Dre and one of the nightclub's DJs. Dre wants to fire him because Ted insulted him when Dre didn't brought his drinks. Dre tells him that's the reason why no one likes him. Zach, R.B. Shaw, new contact, and Sam, a friend of Dre. He's seen having problems with his partner at the club. Mentioned characters, Wiki, Iris, Shanice, Booby, and mission icons YJ minimap. The next one we are going for GT6 finale. So Lucia and Jason are pinned down by a huge gang, their ammunition low and they are both badly wounded. They look at each other knowing this may be their final battle. And Lucia tells Jason, I told you we would go out in a blaze of glory, in a fiery yet and undertone. Jason says, I never really believed you, and as he spits out some blood, they both share one final kiss, preparing to die once and for all, but suddenly they hear a whisper on your left. A portal nearby opens and CJ from San Andreas speeds out with a bike and Glock 40. Let's show them how Groove Street gets down. Multiple portals suddenly start opening. Nico Bellic steps out while adjusting his suit and tie. Let's go get this job done, followed by Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. Trevor, it's time to party. Franklin, man, you're an annoying dog. Vice City urban legend Tommy Vercetti steps out with a confident smirk on his face. Though, thought I would miss the party, huh? And more GT icons join in. Jason is bewildered and says, is this real? Lucia, doesn't matter, let's stand together. They all form in a tactical group, Lucia and Jason at the forefront. The opposing gang starts marching with a caution towards the GT legends. Lucia, we are grand, and Jason with a slimy voice, Daft Auto. Both sides start rushing an epic battle, roaring with an intent to finish the other side. It shakes the whole city, bullets fly by, rockets illuminate the night sky. It is truly the battle of the century. In the end, the GTA legends win and stand tall. After the dust settles, the GTA legends say their goodbyes and correct some jokes. The portals open and they had home. Lucia and Jason are left with a sense of wonder. Let's just pretend that never happened, says Lucia. Jason agrees, and they walk into the sunrise and the logo for GTA 6 pops up. Credits roll, GTA 6. And some people saying that he should not cook, and some people saying that this guy should cook for and Rockstar should actually hire him. Yeah, it all been a joke, but it's a funny joke. To the more news, Jason Schreier. In reality, video games are always behind schedule and risk getting delayed at any time, especially when they're ambitious and under as much pressure as the next Grand Theft Auto, says Jason Schreier. The next one, if Michael never gets to the GTA Online, I could definitely see them maybe have a Stranger's missions for him in GTA 6. Yeah, basically what I said is in the title, and it wouldn't have to be big. Maybe he is on a business trip making a movie or something and needs some help with something small, but also I could see how this would come across as complete fan service, and I'm sure it would get mixed reception. Any thoughts on this one? Do you think we will get the NASA-inspired missions or vehicles? NASA and Cape Canaveral are pretty iconic and heavily associated with Florida, so do you think Rockstar will try and represent them in some form? I think it would be awesome to drive around the moon buggy on a beach or watch rocket launches in-game. Cape Canaveral, a couple 100 miles north of Miami, so that the distance makes me skeptical. But then again, the Salton Sea is over 150 miles from LA, and Rockstar still put it in the GTA 5, so who knows about this one. There's one track like that on the new Future album was screaming modern GTA Vice City to me. Then I realized Kendrick plus Future were heavily featured in GTA 5, and on top of that, another song on the album is titled GTA, and I'll eat my hat if there's not at least one track of We Don't Trust You in the GTA 6. What do you think will be the main takeaway message of the GTA 6? So every Grand Theft Auto has had an overarching message that is revealed by the end of the game. Personally, in GTA San Andreas, I thought the message was about how you cannot change your past and how that will follow you no matter how successful you become. You could make the argument a lot of the GTA games have this theme. GTA 4 seemed to be about how America, specifically Liberty City, is not what it seems to be from a foreigner's perspective, and that's the American dreams is 99% of a fake. I think the main message of GTA 5 could be that we again cannot escape our past, but also that no matter how much we try to do the right thing for ourselves, our families, and for our friends, that our wrongs will always pursue us in the end, no matter how much time has passed. Red Dead 1 and 2's major themes and messages obviously circled around the topics of redemption, but they both handle the subject differently. Red Dead Redemption 1 was about John being forced to clear his past and make it so that he could forget about it once all of his previous gang members were dead. This was his redemption, as killing his gang was the thing that made him think that he was absolved of the things he did. And Red Dead Redemption 2 seemed to be about a man trying to right his wrongs while on timer that will inevitably kill him. He was not being forced physically, but by law, agents like John was towards his redemption, but was a man being forced to seek redemption for his own peace of mind. When the credits roll on GTA 6, what will be the main takeaway message? Something love related, maybe who can you trust? I am curious to hear your thoughts. I want to remain respectful in discourse. Obviously, these are not the only themes and takeaways in these games, but these are just my opinions. That's kind of all the information we got for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.